Okay guys, so we got this 2013 Cadillac, I think it's CTS, and customer said that he thinks the transmission's going, so I just got a bypass code for the breathalyzer so I don't have to blow into it. We're going to connect the ThinkDiag up, got it connected down there, and we're going to see what codes we get, if we get any, before I try to move this. 'Cause I want to see if it moves forward first, then after we scan it, because I don't want to roll back here in the parking lot and then have to like push the car forward or do something. So that's where we're at. Okay guys, so here we go. We're going to decode this. Probably have some messages popping up because apparently do not disturb does not block text message notifications. There we go, CTS. Hopefully this does a full scan pretty quickly. But I guess this guy was in like New Jersey or something, and he I guess it stopped moving or something because he had it towed in here. I don't know what system configuration is. Like something funky's going on with like launch and ThinkDiag with some of these options they have you select on GMs. Like a lot of times it doesn't want to do a full system scan. Okay, so we got one code. Now this code might be for the starter circuit because the breathalyzer interrupts it. So if he blows like a fail or something like that, sometimes they will set starter circuit codes. So that's one thing to think about when you have a car in with a breathalyzer. If you have a code for like a starter circuit or something like that, it's usually interrupt the starter, because like if you don't blow into it in like the 5 to 20 minute intervals that they usually have, within five minutes they'll stop the car from restarting. So, and I think you have to cycle the key for it to act up, because they have a thing for like, I guess if the car stalls, you can restart it. I don't know what the window is, but it's looking like our ECM is the only thing with the code. Oh, I guess the memory seats. Let's read the fault code. We got starter relay circuit. Not worried about that because this passed this ignition because I turned it on. So let's see. Start this up. Let's go under transmission, read data stream. Let's see, transmission data will give us like a pressure. Okay, let's just select it all. I'm not a transmission expert, I usually don't work on them. Okay, I know what he did, guys. Did you hear that? He broke the drive shaft. Okay, so let's go look at this. Okay, guys, so all I did was put that in reverse. I didn't even move. I had my foot on the brake, and you guys heard that, I'm sure. So let's go underneath this and let's see if the drive shaft's hanging down somewhere. Because a lot of these have rubber mounts, and then they bust off. It's probably a little hard to see. I might have to come out here with like a jack or something. But I bet you it's either broke back there, because I don't know if you can. I don't know if I've ever seen one of these break an axle. It's usually the drive shaft bushing, because they use these rubber bushings. But with that grinding noise, that definitely sounded like it. So let me shut this car off. That way the exhaust doesn't get too hot. And then we'll, oh, you know what? I should have put the windows up because I put them down because it was hot in here. And then we'll crawl underneath the car and we'll see what we can see. Okay, guys. So I'm going to have to start the car and put it in reverse so we can see what our issue is.
What do I have to do? do?
Start it and then put it in reverse?
Yeah, but you said something about the breathalyzer, I thought.
No, I said to shut the car off before you try to put it back in park so that it stops spinning. Go ahead. Keep it in reverse. I need to see what's not spinning. I think he blew apart the differential. That looks like the differential. Hold on a second. I'm gonna crawl underneath and look at the differential. What are you doing to stop it from spinning?
I put it in neutral.
Okay, that works. So like I said, when you're done, you're gonna have to shut it off and then put it in park because it doesn't like it. Good. Yeah, guys, just the differential. Okay, you can shut it off. It's a differential. Well, guys, I got the diff out of the Cadillac. Got everything cleaned up. Wait, do you guys see this? So, let's see if I can show you this. That's not good. Listen to this. Look at that. What do you guys think it looks like inside? I wonder if there's even any fluid in here. I didn't drain it yet. So I guess what we'll do is we'll pull the cover off. I don't know what this is like. I don't know. Should look at the other one. Oh, that's a cat. But I guess this was a junkyard one already. I hope my junkyard one's good that I got. But man. Okay guys, so I just took all the bolts out. I don't know if we're going to be able to open this one-handed or not. Well, so far I don't see a mess on the floor. So, that's, to me, is looking like we don't have any fluid in here. So did the shop, because this was just put in not that long ago, I think the guy said. So did the shop put this in with no fluid? Guys, we got no fluid on the floor. I should probably look to see how this comes off. Oh, guys, it looks like a ball of metal in there. It sounds empty too. No, the lighting's bad right here. I was hoping to get this all on film, like just opening this thing. Doesn't sit flat either, so that doesn't help. Just don't open your diff this way, because this one's already trash. I'll have to see how to get this apart. But man, it's not looking. Can we spin the cover? Let me see if I can get this pin off and then we'll try to spin it. Okay guys, I got the cover to spin. Look at that. Look at that. That looks yummy. I don't think I've ever seen a pinion with no teeth. I've seen some with broken teeth. Look at the bearing. Oh man, this had to be horrible going under it. So they never put any fluid in here, because there's no signs of it leaking. Like, it's a little wet right here, but there was nothing like, there's no like fluid all over the car like it was coming out. Like, we have some fluid here at the gas tank, but did that happen when it grenaded? probably, and there's like some fluid on the bar right here. But I think he said it was like 2 months ago or a month ago or something that he had this this differential put in. Like it wasn't dripping or anything when he came in. Like you can see, it's dry on that side, dry on this side, dry up here. So crazy. I just got to see how we get this apart. We might not even be able to get it apart with how bad it failed. Let's see, can we spin the cover more so we can get it? No, we're not going to be able to get an opening down here. I got to see how to get this axle out. Okay guys, so I got it all apart. Let's pull this out. What I did was I wrapped a rubber band around my puller here so I could pull these out. I didn't know that they had to pull out like that. Repair information didn't show anything for this diff. They only showed it for the LSA, which is one that bolts on from inside this cup. There would be a big nut. So if you look at this, these bearings actually look pretty good. I think that bearing was the only thing that was really lubricated. Let's see if we can pull this out. Oh, look at that loveliness. This is pretty amazing. I can tell you guys, I've seen some people grenade differentials, but I've never seen one that was like this. This takes it to a whole new level. Like, look at the bearing. The bearing actually, the race, like the rollers are flattened. Like, I kind of want to use this as a souvenir. Everything in there looks pretty good. Man, guys, this is awesome. Okay guys, so I got the Cadillac back together. I took it for a test drive and we had a vibration. So now one thing that I couldn't do with this is you're supposed to line the dots up on the drive shaft with the differential. There's supposed to be like a yellow dot on the drive shaft and an orange one on differential. Well, I have the orange one on the new differential, but there's no dot on the drive shaft. So there's 3 different positions you could have this in. So I want to take this for a test drive. I got my NVH kit set up. We're connected right here on the floor. And I want to see if our vibration is from the prop shaft or if it's like a tire vibration. So let's start this up. Let's go for a ride. Now I don't know if my gear ratios are right. Let's take this for a ride. And I do hear like a popping noise from the strut, it sounds like in the front.
One, two. 0.
No, I think something may be wrong since it's not showing.
1, 2.
I think our gear ratios might be off somehow.
3, 4.
Oh yeah, look at our
5.
P1 vibration, guys. We have a P and a T.
6.
P and T should be pretty accurate. I do want to pull over down here and see if we can get if we can figure out what's going on with our drive shaft. I mean, not our drive shaft, but our gear ratio. Let's see.
5, 4, 3,
So I'm gonna
2.
stop this real quick. Okay, guys, I think I got them straightened out. Let's restart this trip. I don't know if these are right either. Like that. The diff I know is right because I got that from the junkyard and I got it also from the GM, from RepairLink. So that it's just the other gear ratios are questionable. Oh, I didn't start it. Let's see if we can go down the road here. Seems a little bit more promising. Yeah, look at our P1 vibration. And right here it feels more like a tire or something. Just wanted to get a nice log. Like the car is pretty smooth. I just felt like a small vibration. I don't know what it's yelling at me about, unless it's because I got stuff in the seat. It probably is. Passenger side airbags flashing. Because I got my laptop sitting on the seat. But at least we can get a good capture here. Come down here, we'll turn around, and then we'll go back up the highway. I'll tell you one thing, it got to be a lot quieter than it was before. Because this thing had to sound horrible. See, right there you can see that P1 is through the roof. P1's going to be an actual imbalance with the drive shaft. And I can feel it. So we're going to have to address that right at like 45. We were dead nuts on 45. Yeah, it is horrible right there, guys. Anything above 10 mil of gravity, you can feel. So I think what we're going to have to do, honestly, is lift this car up. We'll have to lift the car up, unbolt the drive shaft, rotate the drive shaft one time. You know what? Actually, we might be able to do this on the lift. We might not even have to do this on the... take it out for a test drive. So if we lift the car up, run it at 45 miles an hour, we should be able to get a similar vibration. And then we'll have to rotate the drive shaft because we want to do it and confirm that our vibration is the same before we even touch it. So we run it at 45 miles an hour because the drive shaft doesn't change pitch at all because the differential is hard mounted to the car. So the differential never moves. The CV axles move. So if we get a similar vibration at like 45, then we unbolt the drive shaft, we rotate it, run it again, then unbolt it again, rotate it, run it again, and then we compare which position's lower, and then if we have to, we can balance it right there using hose clamps.
4, 3, 2, 0.
So I'm assuming this car must not use first gear. I think we only ever had one first in there. And the tool's calculating it based it on engine RPM and speed.
3.
Also says passenger side airbag on, so the laptop's enough weight. But man, this is awesome that we were able to see that drive shaft vibration. And it's only at this vibration only occurs really strong at like what, 45 or so. Let's see, let's slow this down. Let's see if we can get it to come up. There it comes. Look at that. P1. Oh, and there's also an E1.5 in there.
5, 4, 3.
Let's see if we can get a little bit of a load on here. I can feel it starting right now. So it starts around like what, 38? So we'll see if we can balance this out, and then we'll come back to it.
1.
We're done with this. We got all these European cars to fix because apparently I'm a European shop now. Hey guys, I want to show you something. So I went back into our log right here. Look at this. You can see our P1 is really high. I'll turn off all these other ones. Let's see. Add vibration. We'll turn off all the engine, and we'll turn off all the tire. We'll just leave the prop shaft. So look at that. Right there is our prop shaft vibration. So now let me play this for you guys. So we'll play this and we'll watch it come up as our speed goes up. See, 36, 37. Look at our vibration coming up. Look at that. And then it stays there. And then, like, once our speed gets a little higher, it goes down a little bit. There, it increases a little bit as we're accelerating. So this is mimicking an issue with drive shaft. See, our speed comes down, vibration goes down, speed comes up. Now look how high that goes. Almost to 23. Then it drops down. Let's see if we can look at this at a different, see, bar graph. Let's see, add vibration. We'll put the other ones in here. Now we can see exactly what happens to here. So I'll play this again as we're going up. Now sometimes your frequencies overlap, so you gotta look to see which one's actually affecting it. See, look at our prop shaft. P1, look how high that's going. Our P1's the only one staying up. Look at that P1. This is like 100% confirmed. A drive shaft vibration. It's crazy how nice this is. And you know it's a P1, so it's an imbalance. Because a P2 would be a bad U-joint or something, a bad bearing. First order is always a vibration. Now we do have some tire issues. We probably got a couple tires that are imbalanced. But I'm not too worried about that. The main issue is this P1. Okay guys, so I got the Cadillac up on the left. We are gonna run this on the left and check out our vibrations. Let's see. There we go. Gotta get this connected. You guys might not be able to see it, but I gotta press cancel till it finds my J box, so it takes a while. I thought I'd already found it, but apparently not. Let's see. I'm telling you, it takes a while. Look, see, RPM's up. Now I found it. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Alright.
Let's see, does this have traction control? I don't know if we have traction control in this or not. I should have looked it up first. So we gotta get up to what, 43 miles an hour? Oh, now traction control's kicking in. I don't think we're gonna be able to get it. Let's see, is there an e-brake we can push a little bit? No, it's not gonna let us. Huh, how do we get... Is it manual mode? Okay. Oh wait, we do have traction control off. I missed it. There we go. Problem solved, guys. Let's get ourselves up to 43. Oh, we could feel it really bad right there. Let's see if we can get it. Look, there's our P. Our P is coming up.
I think it's the tires.
Get our P. Let's come back down a little bit. There we go. It's really bad right there. Try to keep it exactly like 43. Okay guys, we got a nice little capture right there at 43. So I'll let this come back down to a stop. We'll stop this, I'll have them unbolt the drive shaft, we'll rotate it. And then once we rotate it, we'll do it again. Okay guys, so we rotated the drive shaft one turn. So let's try to do this again. Let's turn our traction control off. And we'll see what happens when we get up to 43 this time. Our P is definitely a lot lower this time. Look how much lower that is. It's like half the size. So we'll stop this and we'll rotate it one more time, and we might have to go back to this spot. Okay guys, so we rotated drive shaft one more time. Let's clear this. And then we'll see which one of the 3 spots are the lowest. So man, this one looks higher than the last one. I don't want to go that high. Crap. Let's go back down to 43. It's hard to feather the pedal. Yeah, I think we were a lot lower in the last one. We'll quick compare them after I get a nice little baseline going on here. But I think we're higher. Let's let this come down. And we'll stop. Just one little tip. Never put a car right in the park on the lift. Okay, now we'll look at these real quick and then we'll compare them. Okay guys, so I want to compare these. So here was our last capture. Right here, and you can see I only have the P1 turned on. So our P1 on our last one went up to like just under 12.3. So if we go to our second run, here's our P1. You can see we're at 8.22 milligravity. So that was lower. And then if we go to our very first run, you'll see we got up to almost 15 or so. Let's see. $14.9, so yeah, pretty close there. Actually, I might be able to show these just on the bar graph. There you go, 14.6. Bar graph, 8.52. Go to the other one with the bar graph, 10.7. Oh no, it looked kind of higher though. Why did it look higher on our 3D frequency? Yeah, our 3D frequency definitely shows it goes a little higher. Do we need to expand this a little bit? Now what's our bar graph show? It's kind of interesting. Definitely says P1 there. Definitely higher according to that. See, the bar graph isn't showing the peak. I think it's more of like an average. But either way, our lowest one was when we turned it one notch. So we're gonna put it back and then we'll go from there. I'll see if the customer wants to balance it. If they do, we'll show it. If not, we'll just confirm that it's lower because we'll do another run here once it's tightened back up. Okay guys, so here we go. We'll do our hopefully final run here. you go, guys. Definitely a lot lower. I bet you we could actually balance that drive shaft and get it to be within balance. But our E1's pretty close to that. Like, I really don't think you're gonna feel it too much. Okay, so we'll stop this. There we go. We'll stop our recording. We'll take this for a ride down the road. Okay, guys, so we're gonna go take this for a test drive down the road. See what kind of vibrations we get. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. We'll see if we can make this thing ride like a Cadillac. Guys, I don't even hear it anymore. Like, you used to have this faint noise. Like, I know it still shows up there a little bit. Like, we do have like a tire shake going on, but that's obvious. Like, you can feel the tires a little bit. Not too worried about that. But I guess I'll have to add some washer fluid for this guy so his light comes off. Just do him a little favor. But man, totally different. So what, 5 milligravity. Now you gotta also think that we are in a Cadillac, so it is kind of quiet in here. About my laptop again. See, the prop shaft comes up a little bit. But man, like I said, I don't even feel it. You don't even hear it. Now, you know what? Maybe it has to do with the way that U-joint is phased with the flange, because you got 3 positions. So that means it'll be, every time you rotate it, will be like, what, 120 degrees? Maybe that has something to do with the position, because they want the U-joint to be facing a certain way. Because U-joints have 4 sides. Now it makes you wonder. Wonder if it picked up my case sliding. But man, I think this is awesome. Think how many cars you'd run into this issue with. Especially like GMs. Like every Cadillac has that rubber flange, unless you get like a CTS V. I think then they're all, I don't think they use the rubber flanges, then they use, what's it called? They use like a CV joint. man, you used to hear it like right at 43. Look how low our 43 is right now. We're going up a slight incline. I think this guy's gonna be very happy. Feel really bad for him that the other place, it looks like they didn't put any fluid in the differential, but and they probably didn't know about clocking the drive shaft. Why is there pizza boxes laying everywhere? Man, guys, I'm so happy with this tool right now. I gotta figure out why it's turning on some of these orders of vibration. Like, it turned my wheel bearing on for some reason. I did a car with a bad wheel bearing, and I was picking the position of the wheel bearing. Well, I was guessing it was a bad wheel bearing based on the vibration. But I just can't believe how quiet it is. Hopefully you guys could hear the drive shaft. I don't know if you guys could pick it up or not. Might also depend on the device that you're listening to. I meant not wheel bearing, the drive shaft before. Man, this is so quiet. Hope we don't run out of recording here. I do still hear his struts or whatever knocking. You know what else it could be? It could be end links. Because it only seems to do it on even little bumps seem to do it. So, might have to check that when we get back. Once I turn up here, I'm going to stop this and save it, and then we'll come back when we get back to the shop, because we're going to run out of our time. Okay guys, I want to go over the captures of the Cadillac. So this is number 2 before, this was after we put the differential in and took over our drive. So right here was our drive at 41 to like 43 miles an hour. You can see right here 22.3 milligravity is almost the top of our scale. So I'm sure we could bring this down a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, so like 22 milligravity was our peak up here. So now if we go back to our test drive after we fixed it, look at this. Our peak. Let's see, what was our peak? $11.3 right here, 11.3 on our P1. That is amazing. That's half. That's half. We cut it in half just by clocking the drive shaft. So I gave the car back to that customer, and I'll check up with them in a couple days, but I think we're going to be good to go. I told him that we could balance it. If he had any more issues, it's up to him. And also, I forgot to mention that one of the tires was like 3/32, where the other three were 8/32 of tread. So that's another variable. So I hope you guys like it. See you later.